Superintendent Dr. Edelberto Leones Oplinaria, CESO 5. To our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Rosemary Tolod Macesar. To the two Chiefs of the Functional Divisions, Dr. Maria Eva Saire Edon of the CID, Dr. Maria Carmela Tumpong Ablin of the SGOD, Sir Armando Baterna Pasok AO5, Attorney Myra Flor Opay Armas, our Legal Officer, Section Heads, Education Program Supervisors, Public Schools District Supervisors, OSDS, SGOD, and CID personnel, school administrators, teachers, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are all gathered virtually for the 3rd Division Management Committee meeting. To start with our conference, let us now sing the Philippine National Anthem, to be followed by a prayer. once again, we are all virtually gathered for the 3rd Division Management Committee meeting. Today is the 10th of June, 2021. And now, to call the roll of participants, here is our Administrative Officer 5 of the Division of Lanao del Norte. Let's all welcome Sir Armando B. Paso. Sir Arman.
Hi. Thank you so much, Jong. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to our Dynamic Sports Division Superintendent, Mr. Edelberto Opinaria, CISO 5, Show. Morning, sir. To our Assistant Sports Division Superintendent, Rosemary Masisar, Doctor of Philosophy, silang bandang nila siya. Katong sige. To our two chiefs, Maria Carmila Ablin, Doctor of Philosophy, Maria Iba Idong, our Doctor of Education. Good morning to both of you. For Attorney Mayra Flores Armas. Hello, Attorney. Good morning. And to the Division Office Heads, our Budget Officer, Emily Padayhag, Aurelio Ardon, our Accountant 3, our Cashier, Maria Mapandi, our Records Officer, Silvista Macapobre, our Resource Officer, Warnie Idria, and our ICT, Cordelic Berardi. Happy morning to all of us. For the group of SGOD, may I call the attention of Ma'am Ablin to please present to me. Your groups, your members are all the presents. They are all presents, ma'am. Ma'am Ablin. Hello, Ma'am Ablin, come in. I will get the attendance of all your members, ma'am. Hello, Ma'am Ablin. Oh, Ma'am Ablin, not yet ready. Ma'am Idon, may I call on the attention of Ma'am Idon.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Okay, kindly give me the... Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
The CI family are with us this morning. I have already informed you about some who are out, but they will join right after their very important appointments for this morning. Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Salamat. Now for the districts.
SGOD, sir.
SGOD,
complete attendance, sir.
Complete attendance for SGOD.
Yes po, sir.
Jong, somebody is suggesting akong ilong klaro, sama na akong naong diya, di kuno klaro. Klaro? Dili? Jong? Yung pilit-pilit daw akong ilong, Jong. Ilong.
Atras gamay, Sir Arman, ang laptop para makita mo ang gwapo nga isa sa nagkagol kay ang view diyan po sa imong ilong atas tanggaw. Pa-arrange dahil sa Korea si Sir Arman Flor.
Okay na. Now, for the district, I call on the attention of district supervisor to please help me in checking the attendance of all these districts. Those who are not around, kindly give the names for those who are not around. Let's start from the Bacolod district. Ma'am Ima Labunog. Ma'am Ima, good morning.
Good morning. For Bacolod, all are accounted, and also Colambugan.
Colambugan and Bacolod, present.
Yes, sir.
All are present. Okay, ma'am. Salamat, ma'am.
Okay.
For Baloy District, Nurhata Daod. Ma'am Nurhata, good morning.
Salamat warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening to our SDS, Edelberto Plenaria, and everyone, to our ESDS, to all section heads, As for Balui West and Balui East District, for Balui West, 14 out of 14 complete attendance. For Balui East, 13 out of 13, including the school principal of Balui National High School, complete attendance. As for Pantauragat District, we have here 13 out of 15, including the Price School Principal. 2 of the school heads are on maternity leave. Eleanor Umbawa of Kabasagan Elementary School, Jamima Nasruding of Bubong Radapan Primary School, but their OIC officer in charge are here with us joining this third management committee meeting. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Thank you, EO.
Okay, ma'am. Kisa itong nag-maternity leave, ma'am? Eleanor Umbawa.
Si Eleanor Umbawa of Kabasagan Elementary School, Jamima Nasruding of Bubunga Radapan Primary School, Pantauraga, on maternity leave.
Yeah, okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Morning.
Okay. For Baroy District, Sir,
good morning. Good morning, Sir EO. For the District of Baroy, complete attendance 16/16. 10 school heads joined through MES team, while the 6 joined through live streaming. For the District of SND, 27/30, sir. This 27/30. These 27 administrators joined through live streaming. The 3 administrators who have not joined yet are the following: Amin Marabong of Mabuhay Integrated School. Amin Marabong of Mabuhay Integrated School. Felicitas Bawas of Kalubi Integrated School. And Araceli Cani of Miguila Pugoy Elementary School. Tulo ang wala, sir. Thank you, Sir EO.
Okay, sir. Thank you again.
Salamat, sir.
Okay. Okay. For Rauswagan District.
Hello, Sir Arman. Good morning. Good morning, Sir Arman.
Hello, good
For
morning.
Kauswagan, 13 school administrators are all present, and for Maigo, 13 school administrators are also present. Thank you, Sir Arman.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, for Palambugan, tapos na. Linamon District, Sir Apolonio, good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. For Linamon and Matungao districts, complete attendance, sir. Good morning.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Okay. Jamila Rumpak for Pantar. Ma'am Jam, good morning.
Good morning, Sir EO. Good morning, ESDS. Good morning, Ma'am ESDS. Good morning sa duha ka chief, Ma'am Maricar and Ma'am Maria Eva Idon. Good morning sa tanan nga section heads. Sir, for the Pantar, 14 school heads, including secondary principal, Kamaro din Mato, all present po. Yung iba nasa live stream, yung iba nasa MS team. Thank you, sir. Good morning.
For Taguluan District, Sir Amelie Sagakala. Morning, ma'am. Sir Amelie Sagakala. Come in, please.
One for Taguluan District. Sir, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
For Taguluan District,
Hello, good morning.
13 out of the 13 school heads are all present and are tuning in via live stream, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Perfect in attendance. For Tubod, Amilita Bagol, Ma'am Amilita, Mami. I think this was
I am representing Ma'am Ami, sir. Good morning. For Tubod, 12, and for Tubod,
Ma'am Idna, you are
Sir, good morning, sir. Di maklaro? For Tubod,
Hello.
sir. Ano mo doon? Tubod West,
Hello.
12,
Mhm.
all present. For Tubod East, 19, all present. They are joining
All
through
present.
live streaming. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ma'am Ida. Okay. For Kapatagan District, Sir Erwin. Come in, Sir Erwin. Good morning.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, Sir Arman. Good morning also to our our ASDS, and the two chiefs, and all who are present today. For the municipality of Kapatagan, the 34 school heads and 1 assistant principal of the high school are all present. 100%, sir, present.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Present. For Lala District, Ma'am Arlene Carbonera. Ma'am Arlene, good morning. Ma'am Arlene, good morning. Hello, Lala. Ma'am Arlene Carbonera. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Uh-huh.
For Lala North, South, and Lala Central, all are present, sir. Some are on via, let's say, via live streaming, sir. And then others are gathered in one venue, like in Lanipao District, observing the health standard protocol. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Magsaysay District, Jaime Rong. Sir, good morning, sir. Jaime Rong.
Sir, good morning, sir. To our DS, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, to Chief, and to everyone who are in attendance to this third MANCOM meeting. For Magsaysay District, out of 9 school heads, 8 are present, 1 on sick leave, but represented by her designate guidance counselor, sir.
What's that? What school is that?
Sheikh Omar.
What school is that, sir?
Sheikh Omar Integrated School, sir. Ma'am Evangeline Tawan-Tawan.
Kang Evangeline. Okay, okay.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Salamat, sir. Okay. For Munay District, Munalawan, Balabagan. Good morning, Munalawan. Good morning, ma'am. Hello. Hello. Munalawan. Okay, I'll call you back later.
Sir Arman. Sir Arman,
hello?
it's Ma'am Fatima Asum.
Hello, ma'am.
Sir Arman.
Hello.
It's Ma'am
Yes,
Fatima
hello,
Asum.
ma'am. It's Fatima
Yes, sir.
Asum.
Yes,
Joy,
sir.
you correct this one. Ma'am Fatima, good morning. Give me the attendance for Munay District, Ma'am Fatima. Ma'am Fatima, come in.
Sir, murag wala pa sila naka-out na sa ELLN pud sila nga link.
Okay, I call you back, Ma'am Fatima. I proceed to Nunungan. Ma'am Samanira, Saripada.
Sir Arman,
yes.
Sir Arman, si Ma'am Samanira Saripada and the rest of her principals are on live streaming. So accordingly, for Nunungan District, there are 11 out of 12 who are present today. 1 who is not around is on maternity leave in the person of Junalika Sambaan of Lupitan, Rarab PS. Hello, Sir Arman.
On maternity leave. Okay, ma'am. Salamat.
Yes, sir.
Salamat, ma'am.
On maternity
Joy,
leave.
tanawan na yung Junalika na lang. Okay, ma'am.
Junalika
Salamat
Sambaan,
tayo.
sir.
Okay. Pantaragat has been done through Ma'am Norata Daod. Puna piyaga po, Fatima Asum, Ma'am Fatima. Ma'am Fatima for
Okay.
Una Piaga po.
Ma'am Fatima, we are now trying to communicate with Ma'am Fatima Asum, sir. She's around. I'll give you feedback in a short while, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Salamat.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
They are trying to okay. They have she has a problem with her audio. So, gina-check pa daw, sir. We'll just call her again.
Kindly give me the feedback later on, ma'am. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Salamat,
She's around,
ma'am.
sir.
Yes,
Naale problema, technical
Dindan,
problem
calling
with
Dindan
her
in.
audio.
Okay, ma'am. Is Indy all present? Awan is on maternity leave. For Salvador District, Sir Ricardo Abalo.
Good morning,
Sir,
everyone. Good morning, Sir Arman.
Oh,
Sir,
good
for
morning.
Salvador, sir, complete attendance, sir.
Good. Very good. Sige, salamat, sir.
Okay, welcome, sir. Welcome.
Rapad.
God bless.
Rapad District, Ma'am Sindawases.
Yes, good morning everyone. For Sapa District, out of 13 school heads, 12 are present. One just died the other day. And
I see.
Ma'am Shirley Tampuan, and she is now being represented by Sir Marjun Rituya's assistant for today.
Okay, ma'am. For Tangkal, again, Ma'am Mamilawan Kali. Again. Ma'am Mamilawan Kali, Tangkal District. Mami, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Come in.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. Can I be heard?
Yes, loud and
For
clear.
Tangkal District.
Again, ma'am. Again, please.
Okay, sir. Good morning. Good morning to our ever handsome Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Edelberto L. Oplinaria. To our ever beautiful Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rosemary Masisar. To the two chiefs, the CID and the SGOD chief. To you, sir, and to all of us who are listening right now, good morning and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuhu. For Tangkal District, sir, complete, walay absent. Thank you again and good morning.
Salamat, ma'am. Thank you. Now the attendance is in quorum. I will back this floor to
Sir
Jong.
Arman. Sir
Hello, ma'am.
Arman.
Hello, ma'am.
Nag-message si Ma'am Fatima Asom, present daw ang iyang munay and poona piyaga po school administrators.
Poona piyaga
Kaya
po.
dili gyud poona piyaga po and munay.
Yes, ma'am. Salamat, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Attendance is in quorum. I'll back this floor to Sir Jong for declaration of to call to order. Thank you, Sir Jong.
Thank you so much, Sir Armando B. Pasok, our Administrative Officer 5. And now to call the order of this Division Management Committee meeting, here is our hard-working Schools Division Superintendent, and for his message also, let's all welcome Dr. Edelberto Leones Oplinaria, CESO 5.
Thank you very much, Jong. Good morning to our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rosemary Tolod Masisar. Our Chief of the School Governance and Operations Division, Dr. Maricar Tiablin. Our Chief of the Curriculum Implementation Division, Dr. Mayaiba Sairi Idon. Our personnel from the USDS, our Administrative Officer, Mr. Armando Baterna Pasok. Our cashier, Mrs. Maria Mapandi, our Human Resource Officer, Mr. Warni Edria, our Supply Officer, Ms. Chirbet Gopet, our Records Officer, Ms. Silvestra Macapobre, our Budget Officer, Ms. Emily Padayhan, our Accountant, Mr. Tor Ardon, our IT officer, of course, Mr. Lord Direk Bilarde, all our personnel from the Curriculum Implementation Division, from the Public Schools District Supervisors to Education Program Supervisors and other personnel, and all other personnel from the School Governance and Operations Division. All of you, my dear friends, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. My morning greetings to everyone. First of all, before I will declare the opening of this Division Management Committee meeting, and order it to come to order, I would like to inform each and everyone that I'm so sorry if I have been calling you lately as often as more often than it was before, because of the many important information that we need to share with you, especially in the area of Curriculum Implementation Division, and a little for in the Governance and Operations Division, and of course from the OSDS. But majority of our time today will be spent for matters pertaining to Curriculum Implementation Division, especially that we are now about to prepare the end of school year rights as ordered by our Honorable Secretary Yunor Magtules Briones. Also, there are some information shared to us by our Regional Director Arturo Bernardo Bayucot during the last Regional Management Committee conference that we just had done last week, just this week, last Monday, and I believe that it has to be shared immediately to you because those informations are very important. Okay, and if possible, I want this regional, division MANCOM to end half day only, because I understand you are also very busy in your respective schools, respective districts, and the same also that we are here in the division office with all our personnel. We are also busy, so if possible, we will complete this MANCOM, if possible, within half day only. Before I will also proceed to my order, I am reminding Jungjong and Thor that every management committee meeting, you should coordinate each one, because I observed this morning there is no Muslim prayer. Please, isali naman natin yung Muslim prayer. Sorry. Kasi that's one thing that we also need in our division. Please take note of that, because this MANCOM we have to have a prayer for our Muslim brothers and sisters. My dear friends, again, as I have already stated, there are many information, and I want all of you to please take note of that, because those are very important. Also, there are that pertains also to the end of school year right. Our regional director is very emphatic when it comes to the conduct of our year-end school rights today, this year, and it will be dished out to you. And I think it was already dished out last month, but it will be recapitulated today, because we have to follow protocols, especially that we are still in the COVID-19 pandemic, and in fact, our cases are even rising, so that that should give us the thought that we should be cautious, even more cautious this time. We are so sad that we have a colleague who has just passed away from the district of Tapan, as informed to us by our officer in charge in that district, Dr. Sendao Asis. And well, that's life, but definitely how I wish that colleague of ours should have come to the day that he will retire from service. But well, only God knows what we are in this world, and the best thing that we can offer to her right now is our prayers. With that goes also my advice to each and everyone. Let's be careful this time. Okay? The threat of COVID-19 pandemic is very real, and especially those with comorbidities. Let's be careful. Let's be careful because we have but only one life. Isa lang po yung buhay natin after this life na di ko alam at iwan ko lang kung sino mang may nakakaalam na mabuhay tayo ulit sa mundo. What I learned is we will be having a new life, but that is not in this world but in other world. Okay, depending on your religious belief. So the dire warning is we should be careful while we are performing our functions. Let us not forget IETF protocols. Okay, and also be mindful of the existing civil service policy on our attendance to office this time under the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's keep on reading those civil service policies which we have disseminated to you since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, so that we'll also be reminded of our responsibilities and our the things that we can do and cannot do this time. Also, there are many information letters of request that has reached my office requesting for work from home because their place accordingly is included in the quarantine. And so, my reminder to those people who are concerned of that home quarantine, if it is work from home, please try to work your office work in your respective residences, given that you are under work from home. Okay, that is very necessary because we don't want that the services that we have for our people be disrupted because of this home quarantine thing. I myself also I was not exempted. In fact, to my count, I think I have been subjected to home quarantine for I think 3 or 4 times already. But still, I tried my best to not to disrupt my work. I still continue to perform the function even if I am in my boarding house. In fact, you can feel it because never did it happen that your salary, your benefits, and other papers that need to be processed was disrupted because I was subjected to home quarantine. I always work on it because I don't want to I should say disrupt my work. Okay. Again, my final reminders. Let's be safe, everyone, and let's take note of everything that we are about to learn today because these are very important. And also, I have explained to you. I'm so sorry if I have been calling this MANCOM meeting more often than it was used to be before. It's because of the many important information that we need to disseminate to you. Okay? By virtue of the authority that vested to my office as the school division superintendent, I now call this meeting a division MANCOM meeting to order. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you so much, SDS Edilberto Leones Oplinaria, for calling the order of this meeting and for that wonderful message, sir. You'll be back later. We'll hear more of the Schools Division Superintendent during his time. And now to present to us the agenda for the Division Management Committee meeting video conference. Let us now have our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent. Let's all welcome Dr. Rosemary Tolod Masesar. Ma'am?
A happy Thursday morning to all of us, especially to our Division Superintendent, Dr. Edilberto L. Oplinaria, sir, our two chiefs, Dr. Maria Carmela T. Abrin of the SGOD, Dr. Maria Eva S. Idon of the CID, our AO, Sir Armando Pasok, our legal officer, Attorney Myra Flor Armas, of course, our EPSS, our PSDSS, our school heads, our section heads. We have our accountant, Sir Tor Aurelio Ardon, our IPO, Sir Flor de Velarde, our cashier, Ma'am Maria Mapandi, our records officer, Ma'am Silvestra Macapobre, our health and health section, In charge, Dr. Melvin Inerio, Sir Warney Edria of the personnel, Ma'am Cherry Beth Gopit of our supply officer, and our budget officer, Ma'am Emily Padayhag, and all those who are attuned to this MANCOM 3rd Division Committee video conference. Once again, a happy Thursday to all of us. So for this half-day MANCOM, we will start with the SDS time, of course, to be delivered by our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Edelberto L. Opinaria. And this will be followed by SGOD updates and concerns by the SGOD Chief, Dr. Maria Carmela T. Ablin. And right after Dr. Ablin, yours truly will follow for the ASDS time, after which the Chief of the CID, Dr. Maria Eva S. Idon, will also talk about CID concerns. And then the last but not the least, we have our Administrative Officer 5, Sir Armando P. Pasok, for the administrative concerns. And then later on, before lunchtime, hopefully, some of us might have their announcements, and this will be followed by a closing program. So that's all, and once again, happy Thursday, and God bless us all.
Jong.
Yes, sir.
Jong.
Eddie.
I would suggest that I will take the last part of the MANCOM, and I will give my time to Eva or Chief Ablin, or whichever will
Chief
go.
Ablin will follow, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Noted po. Since our schools division superintendent will have his time at the last part of this 3rd Division Management Committee meeting, I will now give the floor to our School Governance and Operations Division Chief to update us about some concerns of the SGOD. Let us all welcome Dr. Maria Carmela Tompong Ablin.
Ang mic. Naka-on na dyan. Dito na magsuko sa first. First na yun. Dito dito. Okay na. The difference between the impossible and the possible lies a person's determination. If we are determined to achieve something at work diligently towards the realization of our goals, then impossible becomes possible. My respect to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Edelberto Opinaria, CESO 5, to our ESDS, Dr. Rosemary Tulod Masasar, to the CID Chief, Dr. Maria Eva Sari Idon, Sir Armando Baterna Pasok, our AO5, Attorney Myra Flor Opay Armas, our legal officer, OSDS, SGOD, and CID personnel in attendance, school administrators in attendance, good morning. So I will give you now the updates. School Governance and Operations Division. This Division Management Committee meeting, I will start with the monitoring and evaluation section. The submission of school report card for school year 2020-2021. This is based on Division Memorandum number 250, series of 2021. The municipality of Bacolod and Baroy will be on June 14, 2021. Kulambugan and Sultanaga di Mapuro Municipality, June 15, 2021. Balui and Lala, June 16. Pantaw Ragat and Magsaysay, June 17. Taguluan Anunungan is June 18, Linamon and Salvador June 21, Matunggaw Sapad is June 22, Maigo ang Tubod June 23, Kauswagan ang Kapatagan is June 24, Pantar Tangkal June 25, Puuna Piagapo and Munay is June 28. For planning and research section, there's a virtual training on action research for administrative officers 2 and administrative assistants 3 in support for the Department of Education's policy development process, research agenda, and policy and program development and implementation. This office will conduct a virtual training on action research on June 17 and 18, 2021 via Microsoft Teams platform at https://bit.ly/3w4zfzs. Participants to this activity are all administrative officers 2 and administrative assistants 3. Then, for medical and dental section, the health and nutrition section, we have again this one, the vaccination risk bakuna para sa A4. So malapit na tayo. Nandito na tayo sa A3. Makikiisa sa ating bida vaccination. Back to school, ligtas na bakuna para sa balik eskwela. So ano ang kahalagahan ng bakuna? Ang pagbabakuna ay nakikita sa panlaban o proteksyon sa COVID-19. Makatutulong ito upang mapanatili ang ganda ng ating kalusugan at upang makaiwas sa sakit na dulot ng COVID-19. So we have also this one, and I will announce to you that our school's division superintendent tapos na sa kanyang bakuna with the AstraZeneca. And ako din ay by Monday, I will be having my first dose bakuna. I think it's Sinovac. So good luck to me on Monday. So we have this one, on-site operational capacity of business establishments, person of activities allowed to operate in areas placed under general community quarantine with heightened restriction and other community quarantine classification under DTI Memorandum Circular 2119 Series of 2021. For Category 1, MSCQ, GCQ, and MGCQ, we have the business establishment activities. For public and private hospitals, it's 100% operation. MSCQ, GCQ, and MGCQ. Health emergency and frontliner services, including those provided by dialysis centers, chemotherapy centers, HMOs, health insurance providers, disaster risk reduction management officers, and public safety officers, and like, it's 100% operation. Manufacturers of medicine and vitamins, medical supplies, devices, and equipment, including suppliers of input, packaging, and distribution. It's 100% operation. Then industries involved in agriculture, crops, fruits, vegetables, livestock, and poultry, forestry, fishery, and such other components of the food value chain and their workers, including farmers and fisher folks. It's 100% operation. The logistics service providers, delivery, services, cargo handling, warehousing, tracking, forwarding, shipping, port, and terminal operators from MACQ, GCQ, and GCQ is 100% operation. Essential and priority construction projects, whether public or private, and small-scale construction projects such as those for housing or residential in accordance with the guidelines issued by the Department of Public Works and Highways, subject for strict compliance with the revised construction safety guidelines for the implementation of infrastructure project during the COVID-19 public crisis, health crisis in DPWH under DO 30-2021, it's 100% operational. Manufacturing related to food and other essential goods such as but not limited to soap and detergents, diapers, personal hygiene products, toilet papers, and wet wipes and disinfectants, 100% operation. Companies that manufacture, distribute, and or supply equipment or products necessary to perform construction or maintenance work such as cement and steel or spare parts is 100% operation. Essential retail, trade, and service establishments such as public markets, supermarkets, grocery stores, convenience stores, pharmacies or drug stores, hardware, office supplies, bicycle shops, laundry shops, and water refilling station is 100% operation. Food preparation established such as queues, commissaries, restaurants, and eateries for takeout and delivery, it's 100%. Outdoor dine-in service for MECQ 50%, GCQ 75%, MGCQ 100%. Indoor dine-in services is for MECQ is only 10%, GCQ is 30%, and then MGCQ is 100%. For public and private financial service providers involved in the distribution of government grants and amelioration subsidies, 100%, 100% for MGCQ. The operation is 100%. Business process outsourcing establishments and export-oriented businesses, including mining and quarrying activities, 100% operation for MSCQ, GCQ, and MGCQ. Public transport providers and operators subject to the Department of Transportation guidelines is still 100% operation. Media establishments and their total, permanent, and staff complement, inclusive of reporters and other field employees, it's 100% operation. Dental rehabilitation, optometry, and other medical clinics for the treatment of illness or injuries, provided that there is strict observance of infection prevention and control protocols, provided further that the wearing of tool personal protection equipment or the PPEs by the dentist and attendants shall be mandatory, provided finally that home service therapy for persons with disabilities shall be allowed. It's 100% for MECQ, GCQ, and MGCQ. Veterinary clinics, still 100% operation. Banks, money transfers include shop insofar as performing money transfer functions, microfinance, and non-cooperatives, including their armored vehicle services, if any. It's 100% operation. Capital markets, including but not limited to Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, Securities and Exchange Commission, Philippine Stock Exchange, Philippine Dealing and Exchange Corporation, Philippine Securities Settlement Corporation, and Philippine Depository and Trust Corporation. It's 100% operation. Water supply and janitorial sanitation services and facilities, including waste disposal services, as well as property management and building utility services, is 100% operation. Establishment engaged 100% operation, including the leasing of real and personal properties. Establishment engaged in repair and maintenance of machinery and equipment for household and essential permitted establishment, 100%. Then, employment activities that involve the recruitment and placement for permitted sectors is 100%. Teachers, professors, and other staff for purposes of conducting online, offline, and flexible classes, completion of grades, and processing of student credentials, requirements, and documents, 100% operation. Other manufacturing beverages, the alcoholic drinks, electrical machinery, wood products, furniture, non-metallic products, textiles, wearing apparels, tobacco products, paper and paper products, rubber and plastic products, coke and refined petroleum products, other non-metallic mineral products, computer, electronic, and optical products, electrical equipment, machinery and equipment, motor vehicles, trailers and semi-trailers, other transport equipment, and others. In MECQ, it's 50%. For GCQ, MGCQ is 100% operation. Other services as photography, fashion, industrial graphic, and interior design is for MACQ 50% operation, GCQ, MGCQ is 100% operation. Wholesale and retail trade and motor vehicles, motorcycles and bicycles including their parts and components. For MACQ, 50%, GCQ, MGCQ is 100%. Travel agencies, tour operators, reservation, service, and other activities is MACQ 50%, GCQ, MGCQ. For GCQ is 75%, MGCQ is 100%. Pet grooming services, MACQ is 50%, GCQ is 75%, MGCQ is 100%. Non-leisure wholesale and retail establishment, mall-based government frontline service, MACQ is 50%. For GCQ, 100%, MGCQ is 100%. Clothing and accessories and bookstores and school and office supply stores is 50% for MACQ, GCQ 100%, and MGCQ is 100%. Baby or infant care supply stores and pet shops and food and pet care supplies is 50% of MACQ, GCQ is 100%, MGCQ is 100%. IT communication and electronic equipment and flower, novelty, antique, and perfume shops is MACQ 50%, GCQ 100%, MGCQ 100%. The toy stores, music stores, art galleries, firearms and ammunition establishments is 50% of MACQ, 100% for GCQ, and MGCQ is 100% operation. Driving schools for MACQ is 50% face-to-face classroom type classes. GCQ is 100%, MGCQ is 100% operation. Testing and tutorial centers, still in face-to-face classroom type classes. MACQ is 50%, GCQ is 75%, and MGCQ is 100%. Review centers, face-to-face classroom type classes. For MACQ is 50%, GCQ is 75%, MGCQ is 100%. Language, dance, acting, voice schools, if face-to-face classroom type classes is for MACQ is 50%, GCQ is 50%, MGCQ is 50%. Indoor visitor or tourist attractions, libraries, archives, museum, galleries, and cultural shows and exhibits for MACQ is not allowed. GCQ is 50%, MGCQ is 75%. Outdoor tourist attraction, venues for meeting, incentive conference, and exhibition, MACQ not allowed. GCQ is 50%, MGCQ is 75% operation. So non-contact sports courts or venues such as but not limited to walking, jogging, running, golf, tennis, badminton, equestrian, range shooting, archery, Philippine Sports Commission, authorized venues, and sanctioned activities for training purposes, including National Golf Association of the Philippines trainings. MACQ 50%, GCQ 100%, MGCQ 100%. Contact sports and other games and activities, MACQ not allowed, GCQ not allowed, MGCQ 100%. Next. Okay, next. We have this school activities. This is a new one. So for month of October, we have 24 days. The color yellow is October 5 is the opening of classes, start of class. Then for 1, 2, 3, 4, that is orange, that is a calendar week. That is 24. For February, we have 22 days. The red one is a holiday, and the blue one end of first quarter. For June, we have 25 days. Then November, we have 23 days. For March, 26 days. So we have that green, that is our mid-year break. Then for July, we have 9 days because we will end up on July 10. Then December, we have 15 days. April is 21. Then January is 24 and May is 24. June 25, then July 9. And the total number of school days is 213. I will repeat. For October, 24 days. November, 23. December, 15 days. January, 24 days. February is 22. March is 26. April is 21. May is 24. June is 25. And July is 9. A total of 213 number of school days. The date to be reflected in a diploma or certificate. It's July 12, 2021, but the office will consider diploma certificate dated July 10, 2021. If nakahumana mo og print sa diploma or certificate and ang date ninyo is July 10, 2021, the office will consider it. But kung wala pa, July 12, 2021 will reflect in your diploma and certificate. Place to be indicated in the diploma or certificate is Division Office of Lanao del Norte, Pigkarangan, Tubod, Lanao del Norte. For social mobilization and networking section, there is a first virtual free acts of goodness grants awarding on July 30, 2021 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Link will be provided a day before the awarding ceremony. The 3 acts of goodness awardees, we have the Pansor, the School Pahalagaan, Kalikasan, Pahalagahan, Solid Waste Management Project. The Mayon Elementary School, the project is Project SVG, or School Vegetable Garden in response to health sustainable development. Bangaan ES, the project is Tagulayan Park, a garden of knowledge towards goodness and meaningful growth. Sigayan Adil PS, the project title is Dahil Plastic Ka, Tuwasan na Kita at Ako'y Kikita, School Plastic Waste Management and Livelihood Program. Matampay Integrated School, we have the Zero Waste Project. Kabasaran Elementary School is SWM Project through Kaiko Policy School Waste Management Project through Clean As You Go Policy. Sigayan IS, Sigaw ng Kapaligiran, Basura Mo, Iligpit Mo, Segregation for Environmental Sustainability. Tangkupan PS, Tamang Pagtatapon ng Basura, Kaligtasan ay Sigurado, Material Recovery Facility. Pantauragat Central School, the project title is Go for Recycling, Listen Waste, Solid Waste Management Project. Bubong Radapan PS, Malinis na Kapaligiran tungo sa masaganang pag-aaral. Then we have the Sultan ng Dimapuro Memorial Elementary School. The project title is Uman Isa Awata Pakabatiya, or Bawat Bata Bumabasa. Then for DRRM reminders. Complete Radar app online registration on June 10, 2021 with https://drrmis@deped.gov.ps/users. Deadline on submission of second quarter inside reporting template is on June 17, 2021. PM at via DepEd LDN on Facebook. For DRRM documents, reports, requests, etc., hard copy is not encouraged. We have the school health and nutrition section, or the BFP, or our feeding program. We have a search for the most outstanding school-based feeding program implementers for school year 2020-21, and the guidelines is already released. Then, application is ongoing. We accept already some application from the schools. Then, the deadline for final listing of division level nominees will be on June 28, 2021. The colors will be giving you colors for distribution to 2020 SBFP school recipients who did not receive refrigerators, list being finalized, and we will release your colors next week. Under physical facilities concern and updates, We have this school site titling. The serving fee will start from 10,000 pesos this calendar year 2021. 10,000 pesos serving fee is for 1 hectare for elementary and half an hectare for primary school. Then it will be charged to MOOE. So if you have 2, 3, 4, 5 hectares, magkano ang bayad sa serving fee. So you can indicate that in your MOOE for the titling of school. No school site title means no allocation of school building. Klaro ha? If you have no school site title, meaning to say, the next succeeding years you do not have, you will not receive school building. Recipient schools under of the repair of the classrooms under BFF 2021 are Paos to Avia Memorial Elementary School of Baroy, 10 classrooms. San Juan PS of Baroy, 1 classroom. Concepcion ES Kapatagan, 2 classrooms. Calobi IS SND, 2 classrooms. Then recipient schools of the electrification under BEFF 2021 are Maigo National High School of Maigo, Kauswagan PS, SND under BFF calendar year 2020 savings. Requirements for the minor repair of classrooms, GAD projects for immediate need of repair only. Submit your project proposal together with your program of works. Signatories of the program of works are prepared by the school principal. Klaro na ha? Walay teacher nga mag-prepare sa inyong program of works. Actually, every report na what there is sa office, ang prepared by ang inyong teacher, then noted lang yun ninyo. No, the signatories are prepared by the school principal. Walay name sa teacher nga mugawas. Reviewed by our division engineer, Nerjana G. Makasimpan. Recommending approval by Arlene Manginsay, our education program supervisor, GAD coordinator for GAD project only. But for repair up to Engineer Jana, wala na si Ma'am Arlene. For GAD na si Ma'am Arlene. Approved by yours truly, the SGOD chief. Now, no double funding allocation is allowed in one project. Example, if you have your GAD project, you are not allowed to get another budget padulong sa MOOE. If GAD project lagi siya, the money is from the General Development Fund. Dili mo tabok sa MOOE. If it is for repair, intended for repair, dito lagi ang repair including the labor. Hindi nakamutabok dito sa imong MOA. If dili siya kaigo, the GAD project dili kaigo within this year, kana ra imong mahimo, so be it. Because next year, you will also kanang prepare another project proposal, enhancement of your washing facility kung gusto ka or gender. So only two project ang gi-allow na mo this calendar year. Enhance of hand washing facilities or the genderized CR. So kana, dili magdagandagan ha from the MOA, GAD to MOA. If GAD budget, GAD budget. For repair budget is for repair budget. For Human Resource Development section, the submission of training proposal, project proposals. Per Division Memorandum number 56 series of 2020. Training project proposal shall be submitted to and received by the office to record section 1 month before its implementation. Ikatulo na ko nag-mention ani nga MANCOM, and this is the last time I will mention this 1 month before its implementation. Kung dili naman gali kaabot ang inyong training, example LAC, ay na lang niyo i-submit. So kinahanglan 1 month before its implementation, masubmit dito sa amo ang record section. Moreover, the office reiterates the signatories for the approval of the training or project proposals as indicated in the said memorandum. Unsay nakabutang dito? Prepared by the principal, then padulong na din ang ubang signatories padulong sa office. Walay teacher nga magperma sa inyong ang training proposal. Anya, hilas pag kay mo no? Noted by ra pirma pod mo dayon. No. walay liability ang teacher sa training. Ang liability anang money involved sa inyong training is the school principal. Meaning to say, kung mag-training proposal, the project proposal, prepared by the principal, padulong na din ang mga signatories diri sa office. It is indicated in the memorandum. Naka-issue na mo og memorandum number 56 series of 2020. Palihog, basa ug balik. So this is the last time nga ako na ning i-mention ha. Next MANCOM, kung naapay magtuman ani, akong ibutang inyong mga name sa school and principal sa next MANCOM. So klaro na ha. 1 month before its implementation, then the training proposals, walay teacher mo perma sa training proposal. It's the principal or the school administrators. Youth formation. Kabataan at Kasarinlan, the Philippine Independence Day Youth Campaign, that is Division Memorandum number 225, series of 2021. So what is that memorandum? In adherence to OUA or OUA Memo number 00-0521-0229, titled Kabataan at Kasarinlan, the Philippine Independence Day Youth Campaign. This office encourages all students and student leaders to actively participate in the said activity from June 5 to June 12, 2021 via virtual platforms. In this regard, all Supreme Student or Pupil Government, SSG, SPG officers and members, academic and non-academic organization officers and members, and the teachers' advisors are directed to actively participate in the following activities. Kabataan Makabansa Challenge, that is June 5 to 11, 2021. It is an online creative challenges where learners can showcase their talents, skills, and express love and nationalism for the country. Specific guidelines on how to join will be posted in the official Facebook page of the Youth Formation Division. With this link, it's https://www.facebook.com/DepEd Youth Formation. Winners will be announced on June 12th. We have this another one. Raise Our Flag, Flag Making Campaign, June 5 to 11, 2021. An online campaign where learners and teachers can make their own Philippine flag from art or other creative materials, post it strategically at home, and post it on social media using specific hashtags. Details on this campaign will be posted in the official Facebook page of the Youth Formation Division. It's https://www.facebook.com/DepEd Youth Formation. Kabataan at Kasarinlan Youth Forum, that is June 12, 2021 at 1:30 to 5 p.m. A youth forum that will highlight an informative and engaging discussion about youth power and nationalism with a set of youth leaders, athletes, and young politicians comprising our panel. This will be conducted via and will be live streamed on official Facebook page of the Youth Formation Division, facebook.com/DepEd Youth Formation. Attached is a copy of the said OUA Memorandum 00-0521-0229 for reference. Participation in the 2021 International Youth Empowerment Summit, that is Division Memorandum number 256-2021. In adherence to Regional Memorandum number 247 series of 2021, entitled Participation in the 2021 International Youth Empowerment, all the aforementioned personnel to participate in the aforesaid virtual event on June 14 to 16 at 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. with the theme, Break Free, Overcoming Your Fears Towards Your Greatest Success. The activity is aimed at molding the holistic development of the young generation for them to transcend beyond their limitations, and it's designed to feature the diverse historical and cultural heritage of the country. For confirmation of attendance, please access this registration link. It's https:// bit.ly/2021 Youth Empowerment Summit. Attendance will be closely monitored during the event. See attached regional memorandum IYFP letter, program flow, and advocacy materials for references. So 2021 Youth Empowerment Summit, June 14 to 16, 2021. 9 to 9:10 is promotional video. 9:10 to 9:20, welcoming remarks on MPES, belly dance team in the USA. 9:20 to 9:30, Gracious Choir. 9:30 to 10:10, Leaders Talk. 10:10 to 10:15, Energizer. 10:15 to 11, the Activity Mind Talk Training. Then we have a group discussion, 11 to 12. 7 to 7:10 is cultural dance. 7:10 to 7:20 is sensory music. 7:20 to 8:20, mind education. 8:20 to 8:30, mind video. Then 8:30 to 9:30, and 9:30 is some of the activities. We have Back to School, Let a Million Flowers Bloom project. It's a division memorandum number 257/2021. In adherence to OUA Memorandum 00-0521-0171 entitled Back to School, Let a Million Flowers Bloom project, this office encourages all schools to plant flowering plants and let them bloom in time for the opening of classes for school year 2021-2022. In school, through the leadership of the Youth for Environment in Schools Organization, or the YESO, teacher, advisor, and or the School Inside the Garden SIGA coordinators shall conduct the following activities. A. Designate a minimum of 10 square meters land area in front and or by the side of the school and must be visible to the public. If the school has no available land area, the school can use alternative recycled materials like plastic bottles and start planting the flowers. Then, plant sunflowers or any flowering plants available within the area of the school. Philippine native plants are recommended, such as kamuning, katmon, gumamela, and others. The school shall plant the samplings of 1 to 2 months or earlier in time for the flowers to bloom on the opening of classes. The school may seek for partnership from the respective local government units or the LGUs, private sector, and even the parents, guardians of their learners for the said activity. The expenses to be incurred shall be charged against the school funds or school MOE in accordance with the existing accounting and auditing rules and regulations. The activity shall be performed in accordance with the local health protocols set in place in relation to the COVID-19 pandemic. The ESO teacher advisors or SIGA coordinator are requested to document the whole duration of the project and post this on their official school Facebook page or group using the hashtags DepEd Project Million Flowers and hashtag DepEd Kabataan 2021. Photos should also be posted on the BLSS YFD School in the Garden channel of the OUA School Photos Microsoft team. Attached is a copy of the said OUA Memorandum 0005210171 for reference. We have this advanced information of OUA Memo 000621 and 0093 and OUA Memo 0006210088. So this has referenced the recently disseminated communication titled Search for Heritage Trees in Public Schools dated April 26, 2021. In this connection, kindly be informed of the following changes and important details of the aforementioned event to wit, that is OUA Memo 0006210093. Deadline for submission of entries is from June 10, 2021 to June 20, 2021. The awarding ceremony of winners is June 16, 2021 to June 30, 2021. Minimum girth size is 5 meters, then to 1 meter or 100 centimeter. Please submit your entries and the need attachment mentioned in the previous memorandum to blssyf.ngp@gmail.com on or before June 10, 2021. For more information, questions, or concerns on this subject, kindly contact Mr. Adolf Aguilar, the Chief of BLSSYFD, through 0915-566-9717 or email at blss.yfd@deped.gov.ph. We have this also Kabataan Kasalinian Youth Formation. The Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, through the Bureau of Learners Support Services Youth Formation Division, will spearhead the YF virtual culmination event of the Philippine Independence Day Youth Campaign entitled Kabataan at Kasarinlan Youth Forum on Saturday, June 12, 2021 at 2 to 5 p.m. via Zoom video conference. This event is a virtual gathering to share insights on youth power and nationhood. With a panel of inspiring youth leaders, athletes, and young public servants, the Youth Forum will be provided an avenue for inspiration and expression in the name of love for the country. In this light, the OUA invites all the youth formation project development officers, teacher advisors of the Supreme Student Government, and the campus officer or Girl Scout of the Philippines, and other campus organizations to attend this event. All participation shall register at the official website of the Youth Formation Division at www.bssYFD.webly.com. The Youth Forum will be broadcast live at the official Facebook page of YFD at www.facebook.com/DepEd Youth Formation. And this is my last slide. Thanks to Funder, this is a story to Funder. Life is like coffee. Our job, money, and position in society are the cups. They are just tools to hold and contain life. The type of cup we have doesn't define or change the quality of life we live. Sometimes, by concentrating only on the cup, we fail to enjoy the coffee God has provided us. God roasts the coffee and not the cups. Good morning, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our School Governance and Operations Division Chief, Dr. Maria Carmela Tumpong Ablin, for the SGOD updates and concerns. I would just like to reiterate in the certificate of diplomas, in your diplomas that you are going to submit to this office of the Schools Division Superintendent, please indicate only the name of our SDS, our Schools Division Superintendent, Edelberto L. Oplinaria Cecil 5. No more PhD. Again, I will repeat. Please indicate the name of our Schools Division Superintendent like this, Edelberto L. Oplinaria Cecil 5. No more PhD, okay? Thank you so much. And now, for the time of our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent to give us some updates, here is our ASDS. Let's all welcome back Dr. Rosemary Tolod Masasar. Ma'am Rose.
For a while, Sir Jong, ha?
Yes, ma'am. Take your time po.
Hello.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hello. Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I can see myself on screen. Anyway, once again, a happy Thursday morning to all of us. So I don't have much announcement except that, again, reminders. Even though we have not been to the different schools lately because of the surge of COVID cases in our province, but I hope
the our school heads and teachers will still maintain the cleanliness and the beautification of your respective schools, and most importantly, deliver what needs to be delivered to our students, and that is what we call quality education to our students. So, and as soon as our cases in our province will slow down, we will go back to our visitation of the schools. You know what? We were so amazed when we went to the different schools in our province because we have seen the improvements, especially the highway schools. I've been to some of them, and every day that I come here to the office and pass by these schools, I noticed how the schools have improved a lot physically. And hopefully, just like what I had observed in the schools where our team has been to, sorry, a month ago, hopefully not only will the highway schools or the schools in the lowlands will beautify their area, but even those in what we call remote schools. Excuse me. And then, of course, another thing is I would like to inform the school heads and most importantly the PSDSS that starting I think this month's submission of the DTR, June DTRs and Form 48, Form 6 and others, with the permission of our AO5, Sir Armando Pasok, who is in charge of the AO2s in the field. The AO2s will be the one to check the Form 48 because up to now, I'm checking the Form 48. I'm signing your Form 48s now, but still I noticed that there are several school heads who are not following the instructions, and that is why if I do that at my level, it will eat up much of my time. So I requested Sir Armand if I can ask the AO2s to check before your Form 48 will be forwarded here to the division office, because there will be some of you who will be receiving back your Form 48 because from what we noticed, there were some who still did not follow the instructions given. And I hope that next month, nobody will, all of you will really follow the instruction that was given to you, I think 3 or 4 months ago. And you will be mindful in filling up your Form 48, because there are still some who are still using the old form, but they had it reproduced, Xerox, and then sa A4 para mura na dahil katong ka-level sa template that was prescribed by the civil service. And hopefully, next month, wala na mag-submit, you will really submit katug yung gi-prescribe. And then, of course, you fill up what needs to be filled up in Form 48 because there are two districts. Was it 2 districts? Okay. Now, wala jud. Majority of the school heads did not bother to completely fill out the Form 48. So, I hope next time around, everything will be filled up so that your Form 48 will not be returned to you. And I hope that next time around also, you will only give me one version of your DTR because up to now, I still receive 2 versions of the DTR. The one completely filled up and the one nga gi-mark dito nga nag-adto sa DO, nag-appeal og meeting in this particular school. So as I have said, I want all of you to be protected. So whatever inyong gibuhat ana nga adlaw, you please reflect it because just in case somebody will complain, especially of your whereabouts, at least if you honestly fill up your DTR, dili ka ma-implicate of anything. And besides, mo gid na siya ang sakto. So hopefully next time, next month, wala na siya. And the administrative officers too will forward to me this time an endorsement citing the school heads na naka-follow sa instructions in the filling up of the Form 48 with, of course, the attachments. I think you know what needs to be attached. If kung nag-OB ka or you went somewhere else na ana siya certificate of appearance, then of course, travel authority issued by the division office. Like for example, I think in one of the meetings with the PSDSS and some school heads with Ma'am Eva a month ago, she mentioned na if ever you will have, for example, your own district evaluation and there is a need for the school heads in that district to visit one school in a district, so at least before you will do that, you will ask permission from the division office, and you will be given a travel authority. And then when you pass your Form 48, i-appeal na ninyo with the CA. And for those, by the way, who are in work from home, and then itong mga lockdown, no, work from home, and make sure that you will also attach your accomplishment report. Okay? So mo lang jud na, and di man siguro na lisod, no? We have been doing that. You have been doing that for 1 year already. Mag 1 year na. Okay. So hopefully next time around wala na tayo problema. So, and I think that's all. And then we are about to end the school year, and I hope that you are now preparing your diploma so that maanam-anam o pass diri sa office, especially since si Sir Eddie gid ang mag-sign ana, and then kung magdungan mo, so doy sir na matambak sa iyang kuan. So if you are done already, you really please pass it to the office para maanam-anam o sign ni sir. So I guess that's all, and hope to see one of these days na dili na kaayo grabe ang COVID cases nato, and go back to our normal na everyday routine, especially when going to school. And hopefully we can return to your schools and visit and see all of you again. And appreciate what you have done. I know you have done your best to make your schools as beautiful and as handsome as you are, my dear school heads, no? So, congratulations and thank you sa inyong pag-cooperate sa atong beautification drive. And of course, I know that side by side with this, you're also trying to implement our DepEd programs and projects that will help in improving the quality of our performance of our learners and the quality of instruction in our schools. So once again, a happy Thursday morning to all of us. God bless us all.
God bless you too, Ma'am Rose. Thank you so much. Once again, friends, ladies and gentlemen, that's our dedicated and very enthusiastic Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rosemary Tolod Masesor. And now to discuss some of the CID concerns, we'll now give the chance to our Curriculum Implementation Division Chief. Let us all welcome Dr. Maria Eva Saire Idon.
My due respect to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Edelberto L. Oplinaria, CESO 5, to our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rosemary Tolod Masesar, together with the personnel of the Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, the Chief of the Schools Governance and Operations Division, Dr. Maria Carmela T. Ablin, and the SGOD personnel, to Administrative Officer Armando B. Pasok, all education program supervisors, public schools district supervisors, personnel of the Curriculum Implementation Division, district in charge, school heads, and teachers. My warm greetings of peace and solidarity. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Allow me to present now the updates for the Curriculum Implementation Division. Give me a second, huh? Okay, reading. It's still uploading. My presentation actually would be a little bit long because there are a good number of concerns that we need to discuss during this MANCOM. So I'm very happy to note that majority of the division personnel are with us to really listen to the discussions at hand. So here it is. May I know if you can see my presentation?
Yes, po, Chief.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For a while, ha, nag-review siya. Pareho ko nag-review. Noon eh. Sorry, kana. John. Okay, so is this okay now, Jong? Okay. All right, so once again, pleasant morning, everyone. So here are the updates for the Curriculum Implementation Division. But before I start, let me read this note. It is purely great and genuine love for the school children that enabled Lanao del Norte educators to relentlessly embark on strategies to guarantee that education continues despite the absence of face-to-face instruction. And by educating with a heart, we are seeing the impact of our labor as we are succeeding in our effort to keep our children stay focused on learning as well as on making themselves productive individuals. Educating with a heart has become our conviction that reminds every teacher and leader to be nurturing and to serve with respect for human dignity and to push harder to achieve our goal of providing quality education by treating every learner with utmost love and care. The Division of Lanao del Norte, therefore, takes pride in making Educating with a Heart its slogan. Let me present to you the sequence of my presentation. All right, so I'll start off with the following topics. We have the UPU International Letter Writing Contest. We will also be discussing about the CMSS data, the National Science and Technology Fair, National Schools Press Conference, National Festival of Talents, the Philippine Independence Day celebration, our Learning Resource Management System, and of course, we will also have some reminders and announcements. And as a very positive note for this morning's MANCOM, may I announce to you that we have found a star in our division in the person of Siti Hana S. Paca of Lanao del Norte National Comprehensive High School for winning first place in the Universal Postal Union 50th International Letter Writing Competition for Young People. Her entry won first place at the national level, thereby making her proceed to compete in the international level, which is in Switzerland. So I have attached here a copy of the memorandum number 121, dated March 16, 2021, inviting all junior high school learners to participate in the 50th International Letter Writing Competition for Young People. And Siti Hana was one of those who participated in this competition. She's being coached by Ma'am Wilma S. Samporna, and her school principal is Haja Anisa Sinal. Again, we have found a star in the person of Siti Hana S. Paca. A round of applause for her, please. We will be having a tarpaulin this week for her. Next is on the CMSS data. To inform everyone, we have the Curriculum Implementation Division personnel have already interpreted and analyzed the data that we gathered from the CMSS. I was supposed to present this last time, but because of time constraint, I opted to just present this today so that you will know how we treated the data that you gave us. Okay? For the first quarter, kindergarten, we have this result. We have the overall result, which is 60,772 for the beginning, no? For beginning. And then for yes, sir. Sir? Okay. Sige, sige. I'll just use the this PowerPoint, no? I'll attach. Okay. All right, all right. Sige, sir. Sorry. This one. So, mag-stop sharing sa Teams. Yes. Windows. Can I? Can I see this data? All right. So, can you see now my presentation? All right. I'll repeat. For kindergarten, we have 60,772 learners who are under the beginning. And then for developing, we have 6,502 learners. And for consistent, we have 1,664 learners, kindergarten learners. And we are very happy to inform you that for the domains, 299 learners have high performance in terms of values development. And 242 learners have high performance in terms of language literacy and communication. And 240 learners for socio-emotional development. Here is our characterization. For our characterization for high performance, we were able to gather feedback from the field, from the teachers, and from the school heads. So for instance, for high performance, we actually categorized the indicators for teachers, learning resources, learning environment, assessment, school leadership and management, and community in the industry relevance and partnership. And we also tried to think about the actual support provided by the schools division office to the schools. So like for instance, for teachers, why did our learners have this high performance? It's because our teachers conducted profiling of learners and provided home visitation, follow-up sessions to the priority learners after seeking approval of the local executives and with parents' consent and with strict compliance of health protocols. The schools also have zoning or clustering of 3 to 4 learners in Apurok for explicit teaching or practice on phonological awareness activities vis-a-vis utilization of locally developed video and audio lessons. For learning resources, SLMs initiated by the regional office were contextualized into Maranao for the benefit of our Maranao learners. By the way, according to Ma'am Miles and Ma'am Connie, we would like to thank the school heads and teachers who really did their best to complete the report on Maranao learners enrollment in kinder to grade 3 for the K-3 SLMs, Maranao version distribution. So we already have completed our report, and thanks to you, dear teachers and school heads. And then for learning environment, learners were provided by their parents learning space Some of them have televisions and computers. And for assessment, the schools conducted pre-assessment using the contextualized, that is Maranao and Sinubuanong Binisaya, ECCD checklist. They also called and texted the parents to monitor the pupils' learning progress. They also had feedback mechanisms that are established and are functional, and regular parents' consultations were done, okay, with the observance with the IATF protocols. Monthly reporting and monitoring with the master teachers and teachers by grade level during their meeting. Teachers speak problems and come up with solutions and report progress of their learners. The LGUs and other stakeholders provided support to schools in the implementation of remote teaching and learning. Okay, and then for actual support provided by the SDOs to schools, the teachers were capacitated on the development of SLMs and video lessons and strategies on how to implement the distance learning modalities. Audio and video lessons developed by the select teachers were distributed to the schools through the Google Drive. And then you all know that we produced a good number of video and audio lessons to back up the SLMs. We also crafted quality assured and distributed the soft copy of kindergarten home-based learning toolkits. In fact, we had our launching of these learning toolkits. And then parents were oriented on their role in the new learning landscape. This include the relevance of having conducive learning space, conducted training on the development of integrative performance tasks, provided regular TA to school heads through mentoring and coaching, and DepEd, we also have DepEd partners who are tapped to provide additional resources and logistic support. Okay, so these are the very reasons why our learners in the kindergarten have high performance. However, we also have kindergarten learners who are at the beginning level. No? So for this, we have 8,913 who are still beginning learners in terms of language literacy and communication. We also have 8,763 under social-emotional development and 8,743 under understanding of the physical and natural environment. So this is for the first quarter. Later on, I will be showing to you the data for the second quarter. Okay, and the very reasons why we have this good number of learners who are under the beginning level are the following. Early profiling of learners was not in place. Okay, this is during the first quarter. Appropriate intervention was not done. Some teachers seldom visit the learners, and there was no remediation plan formulated. Some words or terms used in the SLM are not familiar with the parents and the learners. It is in the SLM. But we have already solved this problem by decreasing the number of pages and the number of activities in the SLMs. No supplemental activities were provided to develop their phonemic awareness skills. Then we have learners have no conducive space for learning. Their living room is utilized as dining room and bedroom. Thus, learners have no learning privacy. Many still need to develop their fine motor skills because they do not know yet how to write their name even. Oftentimes, their outputs were incomplete. The school implemented mechanisms that would somehow address gaps and issues specifically in this time of pandemic. However, not all schools, all concerns were being resolved. Okay, and there are also some schools who do not have strong linkage with the stakeholders or education partners. What are the support provided by the SDOs to schools? Teachers were capacitated on the development of SLMs and video lessons and strategies on how to implement the distance learning modalities. Audio and video lessons developed by the select teachers were distributed to the schools through the Google Drive. We also produced video and audio lessons to back up the SLMs. Crafted, quality assured, and distributed the soft copy of Kindergarten Home-Based Learning Toolkit. And then for the parents working outside the residence, thus leaving the learner at home where nobody could help them in their studies, actually this has already been addressed somehow because teachers did the home visitations, okay? And we also had this problem before when parents were the ones answering the activities. And then, and so we conducted the orientation to all schools on DepEd Order number 30, series of 2020. This is on the assessment guideline to address this problem. Okay, and we also provided regular TA to school heads through mentoring and coaching. And the division office tried its best to really partner with key stakeholders to provide the schools with additional resources and logistic support. For grade 1 to grade 3, this is key stage 1 still, no? Grade 1 to grade 3, because our key stage 1 is from kindergarten to grade 3. Okay, we have the overall scores. For 60 to 74, we still have 533. 75 to 79, we have 5,146. 80 to 84, we have 97,837. 85 to 89, 51,495. 90 to 100, 20,716. I'm very happy that for the first quarter, we already have a very good number of learners, no, who got from 80 to 100, no, at their average score for the first quarter in the different learning areas. I would like to congratulate ESP2, NTB2, ESP3, Filipino 2, MAPE 2 for having the highest performance. No? These are the learning areas which garnered the highest number of learners with high performance. And our grade levels are from grades 2 and 3. This is now our characterization for the high performance. Teachers conducted home visitation every week after giving the SLMs. However, per the instruction of our regional director, the school heads are encouraged to really clothe the teachers with the policies, no, and guidelines on the protocols. So also the lives of our teachers who are going in the field, okay, especially during the time when they go for the home visitation. Then we have learners were provided with activity sheets and learning materials to aid learning. We have found out that there are a good number of schools also that are using the activity sheets and learning materials, no, for their learnings, for their learners. There were learning spaces provided for our learners, no, by their parents, just like having access to internet and gadgets that will help them understand their lessons. And we utilize that schools utilized integrative performance task assessment in measuring students' learning, because there was a time when we really went to the districts and the schools to provide our teachers and school heads with the instructions on how to go about the production or the crafting of integrative performance tasks assessments. The school principal constantly monitored and checked the ILMP and the WHLP of the learners. And the BLGU constantly monitor the implementation of no minors must be seen in public places during class hours. And of course, the same as what we did with the kindergarten, we capacitated teachers through webinars and online training. And so I would like to congratulate the school heads for really allowing their teachers to make the most of the online trainings and webinars that are being conducted in the different governance levels. Just like there have been online trainings conducted by the division, there are also those that are conducted by the region and the national or the central office. So thank you very much for really being very proactive in allowing your teachers to learn from those webinars and training. Then provision of e-copy of SLM, books and other learning resources available in the portal. Ebook, digital video and audio materials are also provided. Then we also extended technical assistance to all schools during the school readiness evaluation, making sure that the school has that motivating factor for learning. And we spearheaded the conduct of the crafting of integrative performance tasks for learners. In fact, we really tried to develop the video tutorial for the crafting of integrative performance tasks for our learners. We also prepared PowerPoint presentations, and I hope that all of you already have a copy of those materials because those are very necessary for our teachers to have guidance in their crafting of more integrative performance tasks for our learners. And then we provided regular technical assistance to school heads through mentoring and coaching. We have hired 89 teachers in the elementary and 148 teachers in the secondary and implemented feeding program with 53,076 beneficiaries. And we also lobbied stakeholders to support the school, especially in the provision of tablets and other materials used in the reproduction of SLMs. Okay, so while we are very happy with the high performance of our learners from grades 1 to 3, we are also a little bit sad because of the reason that we still have learners who have low performance. Okay, in the CMSS kasi, we can identify which schools these learners are coming from. So that's the reason that we were able to really get the feedback from the school heads and the teachers. So here are the reasons for the low performance. I'll no longer read all of these one by one because actually, if you will try to look at the information, the information actually is similar with that of the kindergarten. So still, we need to note what's the thing here is that in the formative assessment, learners obtain their answers from the answer key, and when the summative assessment is given, they get very low scores because there are still learners who are non-readers or those that are still struggling readers. We already have actually got what is this? We already have the data of the reading results for your pre-assessment, and I hope that that data for reading will improve during the post-assessment. Okay, so for grades 4 to 6, we have this data: 60 to 74, 491, 75 to 79. We have 5,970 learners 80 to 84, 109,725. 85 to 89, 56,747. 90 to 100% is 19,477. And congratulations to ESP and EPP and Filipino. Our grades level here are grades 4, 5, and 6. Okay? Then we have this characterization. I will share all this to your school principal because this is still for the first quarter, and I need to proceed to the second quarter already. We also have low performance for grades 4 to 6, and these are coming from English, Math, Science, Araling Panlipunan, and ESP, all from grade 6. No? So that's the reason why our priority grade level is grade 6. Next is the characterization. Actually, one is this. For teachers find it difficult to distribute the modules due to the distance from the school to learners' home. Since this is for the first quarter, we have actually addressed this already. No? The schools have already found ways to really see to it that the SLMs reach the schools, the learners' homes. Okay, for grade 7 to grade 10, 60 to 74, we have 1,222, 75 to 79, 1,858, 80 to 84, 90,561, 85 to 89, 57,815, 90 to 100, 19,969. The learning areas contributory to this high performance are ESP 7, ESP 8, MAPE 9, TVL 7, and MAPE 8. Okay, so this is now the characterization. And for low performance, we have Filipino 7, Math 7, English 7, Math 9, Math 8, and the priority grade levels are grades 7, 8, and 9. This is the characterization of grade 7 to grade 10. Again, I will give a copy to the PSDSS so that they can also share this information to you. Okay, we have actually made our analysis and interpretation for this. Then let's go to the second quarter. For kindergarten, we have 49,364 for beginning, then developing 9,915, and for consistent 3,038. Okay, so we have 519 for physical health and motor development, 242 for language literacy and communication, socio-emotional development, 240. Then we also have the characterization. I am showing all this to you because I would like you to know that we are very serious in trying to understand reasons of the excellent performance and of the low performance of our learners, because we would really like to improve on the delivery of our instruction. So that means to say that from the bottom of my heart, I would like to really ask all of you, the school principals, to be very keen at the data that you provide us, especially on the data that you input in our CMSS, because we value each and every number that we get from the CMSS. The CMSS, as we all know, is a reflection of how well we deliver our basic education through our learning delivery modalities. And the data from the CMSS can easily be easily be generated by the regional office. So again, please be very keen at giving us the correct information, the correct data, so that we can really be able to find solutions to our low performance. Okay, so that is for the CMSS. Again, I cannot show you everything or discuss with you all of the information in that material because of time constraint. Again, I'll give a copy of that material to our PSDSS and district in charge. Now let me go back to my presentation, which is the continuation of the updates. All right. Last MANCOM, I have actually discussed with you the guidelines on rewards and recognition. So this is for the end of the school year, right? Which is actually a repetition, no? This was discussed already by Chief Maricar Ablin. This is on the end of the school year, right? And I have also discussed the interim guidelines on giving of awards and recognition in light of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan for school year 2020-2021. But I would like to reiterate this instruction. This presentation actually is a simpler one, which is, I feel that would be clearer to all of us. So we have here the list of awards to be suspended. Academic Excellence Awards for grades 1 to 5, grades 7 to 9, and grade 11. Then we have Classroom Awards, no, for performance awards for kindergarten, conduct awards, recognition for perfect attendance, grade level awards, leadership awards, awards for outstanding performance in specific disciplines, awards for work immersion, award for research and innovation, award for club or organization achievement, and special awards. These are the awards that are to be suspended. The awards to be recognized actually are those for the academic excellence for graduating or moving learners from grade 6, grade 10, and grade 12. The reason for this is that some awards are suspended this year since it entails demonstrations of in-person and collaborative performance, which is necessary conducted during the face-to-face delivery of instruction. And then we have the Academic Excellence Award, no, for with highest honors or kamataas na karangalan. That should be for those learners with 98 to 100, no, general average, with high honors or may mataas na karangalan for learners with the general average of 95 to 97. With honors or may karangalan for those with 90 to 94. Okay, we have a note here. Recipients of these awards shall have attained a general weighted average of 90 with no failing final grade in any learning area. The general average grade shall be reported as a whole number following relevant provisions in DepEd Order Number 8 Series of 2015, Policy Guidelines on Classroom Assessment for the K-12 Basic Education Program. In DepEd Memo Number 30, 2021, for the clarifications on the recognition of academic excellence awardees per DepEd Order Number 36, 2016, This department orders that the announcement of learners who have been awarded academic excellence awards, such as with honors, with high honors, with highest honors, must be made in alphabetical order within categories, not from the highest to lowest average grade within categories. Okay, so that's for the rewards and recognition. Now let me go to the National Science and Technology Fair, or NSTF. Okay, this is actually slated last March 25 to 29, but there are still activities that will be conducted from this month to August. So the theme is pananaliksik at teknolohiya, kabalikat sa matatag at maunlad na pamayanan. Okay, so we have this original video creation titled Shen Tikula. Students must discuss a topic under physical sciences, life sciences, mathematics, or an engineering concept in a creative, engaging, and illuminating manner through a video presentation. This is open for junior and senior high school students from both public and private schools. Okay. Actually, the official issuance for this activity would be released by the regional office very soon. Then we have the activity timeline, submission of entries for the National Level Science and Technology Fair, August 6, 2021. National level would be, for preliminary screening of entries would be from August 9 to 13, 2021. National Science and Technology Fair Culmination Program and Awarding Ceremony is on August 16 to 19, 2021. National Schools Press Conference. This is actually based from the draft copy of the issuance on the NSPC. The press con activities are all training workshops of the following. Number 1, documentary film, such as investigative report, science discovery, and advocacy journalism. Second, mobile journalism. Third, online publication. Fourth, development of instructional materials in campus journalism. Fifth, research on campus journalism. Sixth, orientation on the search of outstanding campus journalism project. Seventh, TV script writing and broadcasting for English. 8, TV script writing and broadcasting for Filipino. 9, radio script writing and broadcasting for English. Radio script writing and broadcasting for Filipino. 11, editorial cartooning. 12, editorial and column writing. 13, campus journalism vlog. 14, infomercial. 15, news and features. 16, sports writing. And 17, photojournalism. Since we will be having this training workshops at the regional and national levels, I have already discussed this with our EPS in journalism in the person of Mr. Jerry Krausus, and of course for Filipino, Dr. Monisa Maba, that we will have our own division training for all this. Since these are very new to us, no? Although medyo kampantita because we already have trained many teachers who can do the TV broadcasting, no? Radio, TV, mga documentary film. We already have this. We have trained teachers who can help us develop our learners for these categories. So we will already be starting with our training and very soon, and even before the regional training, we will have our own training here to prepare our learners for the coming competitions. And I would like to reiterate my congratulatory message to those who participated and won in the Division Online Schools Press Conference last May. So thank you, school heads, and PSDSS and district in charge for really encouraging your learners and teachers to really participate and strive to develop more La Norte stars. Okay, the NSPC is open to all teachers and learners, both from the elementary and secondary schools. The official list of regional participants are to be given to the regional office or endorsed to the regional office on July 16. So we will be choosing the best, learners and teachers who will participate in the regional level trainings. Okay, and then this is for the National Festival of Talents based from the April 2021 consultative meeting as reported by our CLMD chief, Ma'am Malapagnaong. There will be 2 packages, which are exhibit events. We have dance events and music events. Actually, we still have to wait, for the official memorandum to are actually team events. Baskalye, Likhawitan, Likhawitan, choral exhibit, that are to be conducted between September to October 2021 and for NFOT in January. Okay, so let's keep our fingers crossed so that we will win, just like in the national level. First place pag yun, Lord. Grabe jud nako kalipay nako ambak-ambak. Okay, so we learning requirements, and we have the number of subjects with modules, number of subjects, and percentage of modules. So please picture lang ninyo para dili na nato ni siya tagsaon o basa, because we still have our schools division superintendent will have his talk. And anyway, I'll also provide you with a copy of this PowerPoint presentation. Then we have also this, we also have our timeline. So for EPP, TLE, and senior high school SLMs, the expected date of delivery is on June 11, 2021 onwards. This also includes the Maranao SLMs. Then we have received several SAROs, in the total amount of 12 million, and this will be used to purchase tablets, for our learners. Okay, then ebook development, we have this number of modules and number of ebooks for the different learning areas. Okay, so we have the SLM printing as of June 9. So let me again remind all our school heads to update the printing of the SLMs, because it's every week that we are supposed to report to the regional office the percentage of SLMs printed in our division. So murag wala ni naglihok even last week, so kinahanglan nato gyud ni siya nga improve ang percentage, Okay, so I have here the list of the districts, and the percentage of printing. Okay, so tanawan ninyo, palihog lang, tanawan ninyo, tutukin ninyo ayo ang percentage sa inyong printing, kay nag-uol kaayo ani ang mga LRMDS queens nato sa division, kay medyo kuan pag yun. Next time, ang mga schools na gyud atong isulat dinhi kay para ma-remind tanan, kay lisod kaayo if the regional office will call our attention because of the slow printing, So palihog lang, please, hangyo lang naghangyo gyud ang taga LR nga mga gwapa natong mga kauban. Printing status of the K to grade 10 SLMs of the division for quarter 4, no? Naapatapoy na very low pa. Tomorrow, ma-update nato ni, and I hope to have a better number or percentage tomorrow. So i-check nako with Ma'am Connie ang printing status. Then we have the updates on the school or district-based printing of school senior high school SLMs as of June 9. Here it is. So congratulations to those who have already 100%, no? 100% completion. Salamat kaayo sa inyong report. Thank you so much for being very keen at really giving us, no, your updates. So mao ni siya, dili na lang ako tagsa-tagsaon kay hapit na 12 o'clock. And printing status of the senior high school SLMs, no, for quarter 4. Then another reminder, gibalik-balikan jud ko ani Ma'am Jocelyn, Division Memo number 262 series of 2021 will be a virtual orientation on inventories of self-learning modules, learning activity sheets, and contextualized learning resources. And this will be for the LRMDS staff, PSDSS, DIC supply officers, senior high school heads, junior high school heads, elementary school heads, and school ICT coordinators. This will tomorrow, no? From 8 to 10 a.m. na. Picture lang ninyo. Anyway, this is supported by a memorandum. I have the copy of the memorandum to this effect. Okay. I actually asked Ma'am Joy Kamiging why there's a need for her to orient you. She said that there are new templates, no, and new information, okay, that you should be aware of. Okay, so here are our reminders from the LRMDS office. Okay, then announcement on Saturday, there's going to be a virtual 123rd celebration of Independence Day, sponsored by DepEd Region 10 via Department of Education Region 10 Facebook page. That is on June 12, 2021. And I hope that the schools will also have documentation, no, on their activities for the Independence Day celebration. Kay naabi tay Flag Day. So please give us information kung na may mga video or mga pictures. Please give us those, no? Provide us copies. For application for permit to operate school-based radio station, so we will submit our application through the ICTS, not directly to NTC, because according to RD, it's going to take time, no, for the approval of such application. So ipaagi nato sa DepEd Central Office via the ICTS ang ato ang application for permit to operate school-based RBI. And then please be reminded, I have said this already, to clothe your teachers with policies to protect them when they do home visitations. Then for professional development training proposals, these can still be submitted to the regional office, although according to Sir Raymond Antolo, there's no specific date yet for as to the deadline. Then another set of reminders, conduct of post-test for reading. Please do that this month, no? June 2021. Contextualized reading program under the Region's Care for Norming Readers program. We need to really improve, no, on our initiatives on reading. There will be a virtual conference of journalism lead principals and school paper advisors on June 11, 2021. That is with Sir Jerry Krausus, Mamonisa Maba, and myself. virtual orientation on inventories of self-learning modules. I have already given you this. All schools are encouraged to review the BALCP for enhancement of the learning continuity plan in preparation for the opening of school year 2021-2022. Because I know that for sure you have already seen the beauty of implementing other learning delivery modalities, and so there's a need for you to enhance, no, or to revisit your BALCP and to make adjustments. Then this division will be participating in the Secretary's Award for Excellence in Curriculum Implementation. And so we will prepare, we are trying to check on how well the schools are implementing the learning delivery modalities, because we will be choosing the best implementer that will be a part of our entries, no, for this competition. Our bigaten sa Region 10 will be in August to showcase best school curriculum implementation of learning delivery modalities. This is our proposed template for our Educating with a Heart, no? Bearing our Educating with a Heart tarpaulin for the different schools, but this is still for SDS approval. So ako lang sa tamong gipakita for also for your comment para atong ma-improve kini nga template kay sa center naa dayon ang name sa inyong school, and nag-imagine dayon ko with of course the advice, no, kay grabe gyud ka mentor nato si SDS, kanang siya gyud kayo ang brain, no, siya ang brain. This is actually his brainchild, ang Educating with a Heart, always ready to teach. Nga every school will post, no, a tarp bearing this logo, Educating with a Heart. Pero naghimo tag design, hopefully if ma-approve ni SDS, we will give you a copy of this para makaprinta og tarp kanang 2x4. So dili ra kaayo siguro ni siya mahal. Okay? So again, just like what I gave you as my closing statement last time we had our MANCOM, I would like to say congratulations. I am so happy and excited for your success. Be proud of your hard work and achievement. Thank you very much, everyone, and good morning. Mabuhay tayong lahat.
Mabuhay po kayo, CID Chief Dr. Maria Eva Sairi Idon, and congratulations for all the successes so far under your administration. And this time, friends, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving you back our dedicated and competent and very hardworking School Division Superintendent. Let's all welcome back Dr. Edilberto Leones Oplinaria, CESO 5. Sir.
Hello, Jong.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay. Is my voice audible? Can I be heard?
Yes, you're audible, sir. Loud and clear po.
Okay. Thank you. First of all, good morning to each and everyone. Thank you so much for bearing with us as we are having our division MANCOM. I hope all school heads, supervisors, and all officials in this division have taken down notes on the information already shared to you by our officials in the division. I have only a few things to discuss with you, and these are the information I was able to take down during the regional management committee meeting last June 7, 2021, conducted by our Regional Director, Art Bayukot. First information from Regional Director Art Bayukot that we will convince our teachers and school heads to subject themselves to vaccination. Although, as discussed, you are not forced, no? You are free to accept vaccination or not. But if you think it is helpful to you, so it's up for you. In fact, I myself, I have already subjected myself to vaccination. And here I am. So I think there's nothing wrong with vaccination, okay? But again, the final decision is in you, no? You consult your respective doctors, no? The doctors handling you personally. Consult if you are physically qualified to subject yourself for vaccination, okay? My advice is consult your doctor, no? If you're okay. Anyway, in the vaccination site, there is also a doctor who will do the personal screening whether you can go on with the vaccination, okay? And I subjected myself first to that vaccination so that to give you an information that it can be done, and I'm still here after I am vaccinated. Next is, again, it's not by force, but to consult your doctor if it is okay with you. Okay? I hope it's very clear. DO21, alternative learning system to be included in the school-based management. I think Dr. Eva Idon has taken down notes on this during the MANCOM that the alternative learning system, despite this, we are under the COVID-19 pandemic and our learning modality is through distance learning, still the alternative learning system is still within our reach, and we have to continue serving our clientele and in the alternative learning system. Another information from the region is on the compliance, our compliance for the preparation of the annual procurement plan, the non-CSA or the, what's that, those things included in the annual procurement plan, those consumable office supplies. Please take note of its compliance, no? In every year. There's a specific month, I think it's October in every year, for the submission of the non-CSA or common supplies and equipment, non-CSE, to the DBM. Another information for you is on, we are about to end the school year, no? In fact, we prepare ourselves now for the end of school year rights. The DepEd order already discussed by Dr. Maricarty Ablin with you, and also Dr. Maria Iba Sayridon as regards to the policies, no? Policies and other do's and don'ts during the graduation. Now, this information in sequel to that, we'll be, of course, we'll be enjoying our usual yearly vacation for the teachers after the end of school year. There was a discussion, what are we going to do with that 2 months, if that will take 2 months. Definitely, we will end by July 10, and the proposal for the reopening of school year will be on August 23, I think. So that is just a month, no? Barely more than a month vacation. There was a question whether our teachers will be, where are they by that 2 months, no? Now, information from Director Bayuko said that we need to wait for further instruction. Kay pandemic meron, meaning let's be careful, and also we will be awaiting instruction what to do in that 2 month vacation. Kung maabot og 2 months, more than a month vacation. Okay? So accordingly, let's wait for instruction. Matagal pa yan. Ano naman yan? Next is the use of radio station. We did not establish radio stations here in Lanao. I was supposed to establish one with Dr. Eva for our Alive education, I think, but I don't think it posed through because I never heard anything about that anymore. But there are other divisions who established their own radio stations. This time we are warned from the NTC. According to RD, we have to comply for the NTC requirements. So if ever there are schools or what district who are planning to establish radio stations for the learn and delivery, we have to comply the NTC requirements because definitely the NTC is under a law, the National Telecommunications Commission, and so they have also their specific policies. The same with DepEd, we have also our own specific policies that we need to comply. So also with the NTC. So in the event we will be using radio for the learning delivery, so it behoves that we need to follow to comply the requirements prescribed by the National Telecommunications Commission. Next is there are also teachers and even school heads who used to visit learners at home because we need to follow up our children at home who are undergoing their distance learning modality. Director Bayukot remind each and everyone that school heads and teachers should be clothed with the school heads should clothe authority the teachers through the local government if it's okay to visit the children at home. For example, there are places now, there are towns now in our province that were declared on lockdown. So we should comply, we should comply because this time we are now under the protocols of the IETF or Interagency Task Force. Meaning this time, even if we have our policies also in DepEd, but we will be subjecting ourselves to IETF protocols. So in the event there is a lockdown, whatever is the instruction from the IETF, so we have to follow. Okay, I was informed na intang ko na question kahit nag-lockdown na, nagkukul pa rin ng meeting. So na-question na daw. So let's be careful this time. We have to follow actually whatever is the directive from the IETF, your local IETF in your respective municipalities. There was also a DepEd order issued to the field from our Secretary of Education, the Honorable Liling Magtolis Briones, informing our school that there will be no face-to-face graduation. So let's be careful, no face-to-face graduation. So that shall be done virtually. So if it is to be done virtually, so let's do the preparation.
Thank you so much.
Lord, Jongjong?
Yes, sir.
I'm now back.
Okay, sir. Carry on, sir.
Okay na? What
Okay,
happened? Na-cut ko?
Yes, sir. You were cut, sir. I think we have an
Okay.
internet connection.
Okay na ka, sir. Okay na.
Okay na?
Yes, sir. Okay
Yeah,
na. Loud and clear.
My last information is on face-to-face, no? Am I correct, Ma'am Car?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, for the benefit of those who have choppy signal, I'll repeat, we issued a division memorandum disseminating the instruction, DepEd order also from our Honorable Secretary, Liling Magtolis Briones, about the prohibition on no face-to-face graduation. Okay, so let's follow. And so school heads are reminded that to start preparing for your face-to-face graduation, make use of the skills, the abilities uh, of your uh, IT personnel in your respective schools. You have your school IT coordinator. You can consult also our division ITO, Mr. Flor Velarde, how to go on with it. And I think you can do it on your own because every now and then, as we are having our MANCOM, you experience the same doing this activity virtually. For so many occasions also, we subjected you to witness programs in the region and even in the division done through virtual. No? So I think you can do that on your own. And I am instructing Miss Iba, Dr. Iba, Dr. Idon.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because of the virtual graduation in respective schools, let's facilitate my graduation message via video this time so that we can distribute it to our respective schools, the virtual graduation. Okay, so please take note of it.
Sir.
Okay, with Mr. Floderick Velarde and your DepEd TV. Okay.
Okay, sir. Copy, sir.
Thank you. Perhaps if you may coordinate also with the region to, if possible, no, we cannot do that, no? Because usually RD will only give a written message, no? During graduation. Am I correct?
We will just try, sir. He might want also to have a video message.
Okay, we'll just try now, but in the event,
yes, sir.
Usually it is done through writing, sa region. So basta, let's do our video message, no, so that we can distribute it to our respective schools prior to the graduation time. Please do that for me, coordinating the DepEd TV. Next is the regional director also informed about the programs we have in the region about the RX Adobe, the alternative delivery mode of delivering basic education. Then that includes our BELCP or Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, the plan that we are doing now. I'm also requesting the school heads, let's check your approved BELCP in your respective schools. Make that always visible in your offices, okay? Because the regional people during their visit here, they give feedback that there are some schools that did not display the BELCP or Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. This was already approved by the division office, and you need to display that in your respective offices so that every now and then you can take a glance at that BELCP, because that is our Bible this time in times of pandemic for the learning continuity plan. There will also be a training for our district supervisors. So I hope all the district supervisors is noting it down that there will be a training for you, and that will be announced later by the region. That's for all the district supervisors. I'm so glad I can see in my screen Dr. Norhata Daod and the others. Okay? Antayin nyo lang po, may training daw po kayo sa lahat ng mga district supervisors. Okay? Ma'am Josephine, in my screen, Ma'am Fatima, and all the district supervisors. Please note it down. You will be having a training from the region for all district supervisors. Okay? Also, I think it was already discussed by Chief Iba Idon, our participation for the launching of the MUST. I hope Dr. Idon and Dr. Maricar note down on this during the regional MANCOM that there will be, MUST is inviting the good chief, CID chief, the HR, and I think the SIPs, for a virtual launching of their program. That's the only information I have, and I am not sure what kind of program, but accordingly, MUST will be sending invitation for you to attend, the four of you. I hope, Eva, are you listening? Then Dr. Ablin?
Okay, sir. Noted.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We participated the virtual activity yesterday, sir.
Yesterday?
That was
What was done
yesterday po.
yesterday?
Yes, sir.
What was the program?
Yes, sir. It's about the parang research siya of Cagayan de Oro's location and kanang mga topography, just like that, sir.
Okay, so
These
this is
are
already
actually
over.
researches sa condition of Cagayan de Oro.
Oh, this is already over. This is already over, Iba?
Yes, sir. Yesterday, sir.
Okay, thank you. Then, did you announce? Have we received the official information from the competition that we entered into about the writing contest from the post office writing competition, national writing competition?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet?
Wala pa, sir. Not yet, sir. We are waiting for that. Yes, sir. We're waiting for the
Official
formal information, sir.
Okay. So we will not announce it.
But because the letter will be emailed. Yes, sir. The letter will be emailed to Hannah, good sir.
When? They are not yet telling us. Did they not tell us when?
Wala pa, sir. We're still waiting. But wala pa, sir.
Okay. So, well, initial information we have that Lanao del Norte, all the divisions of the country, we participated in the national writing contest sponsored by the National Postal, what's that, National Postal Union? What's the sponsoring agency?
Universal Postal Union, sir.
Universal Postal Union. Okay, and we submitted our entry. Our students submitted their entry in writing and initial information during the regional MANCOM. Accordingly, we have a winner from our division. Writing, that's mabigat. Mabigat yan. And accordingly, the national champion is from Lanao del Norte. But we cannot divulge yet the name and from what school that student is because we have to wait for the official information from the sponsoring agency. But accordingly, the champion is from Lanao del Norte. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed that the information will reach to us officially. And that's the time we will inform publicly our people about that. So I think it's a good sign that despite this pandemic, we are doing our best to educate our children. And I just hope that the same thing shall be done by all school heads because whether we like it or not, we are bound by law to perform our functions as educators. Okay, as I have promised, our MANCOM will be up to 12 noon. And I think there are still speakers after me. I think it's our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent. So with this, I am thanking you so much for your indulgence. And I hope that our end of school year rights will follow the directive from our secretary. And wishing all of you the best and everything. And please stay safe. Let us protect ourselves. Because if time will allow, I will still continue to visit schools if I am allowed by AETF during your virtual graduation. Thanking you so much and mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Mabuhay po kayo, Sir Edelberto Leones of Plenaria, our Schools Division Superintendent. Thank you so much, sir. And finally, friends, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our last topic, and that will be the administrative concerns and announcements coming from our Administrative Officer 5. Let's all welcome Sir Armando B. Pasok. Take it away, sir. Sir Armand.
Hello, there, no.
Yes, sir.
Tatarong Rebi. Tarong din. Thank you, Sir John. Now I will go directly to my topic, and this is in continuation to the statement made by our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, requesting me to the EOS 2 will assist on scrutinizing the Form 48 of all principals. Now, I have already instructed the personnel officer, the person of Barney Idria, to give instruction to all EOS 2 to scrutinize all documents submitted to the Office of the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent pertaining to the Form 48. Now, I would like to inform all the principals that once you submit your Form 48, you have to indicate all the necessary documents. Like, for example, if you file a leave of absence, you indicate that leave of absence. And if ever you are level 1 for COVID, let us say, for example, you have to also to indicate, to include the ITF recommendation that you are one of those who recommend for quarantine. That is part of the requirements. And aside from that, once again, I would like to remind again the principals who would like to file a leave of absence, more particularly filing of special privilege leave, that is this bill. Please indicate properly the specification of that SPL, because there are some, I noticed that there are some who filed an SPL, they put their attending wedding. That is not part of the SPL. Attending wedding, what are those elements that compose of SPL? That is only for anniversary, birthday, mourning, government transaction. Those are only SPL. But attending wedding is not part of SPL. You have to file a vacation leave if ever you have to attend wedding. And it should be 5 days prior to the effectivity date upon receipt of this office. So I would like to remind once again the principal, the administrators, that by filing of those leave, please, karaan na kayo ta, di kihapon ta kabalo mo file kung saan ang SPL. And again, reminders, principal administrators, you are not allowed to proceed to the division office in the absence of that memorandum coming from this office. If you want to transact an official business in this office, please secure a memorandum. We have our SDS to sign that memorandum, your travel authority. If the superintendent is not around, we have the assistant superintendent. If the assistant superintendent is not around, the one who is designated as the OIC has now the administrative power to give a memorandum, travel authority. In the absence of them, I myself could issue a memorandum, a travel authority, if you want to transact an official business in this office. You cannot just simply go around going to another school without the information of this office. Because it is very simple. If you want to go there and secure a travel authority, travel certificate of appearance, so that's all. This is for your security reasons, for your safety. You want to go there to some school transacting an official business, you have to ask a travel authority from this office that you are allowed to go to somewhere else. Mawida nang natay what we call the tawag na dahil ka na mo excuse mo? A pass slip for you to issue. Pass slip is a temporary excuse that is personal. If ever you want to go to other school for personal reasons, you will be deducted for how many number of minutes that you are not around your school. That is the policy, the service policy. Because every minute, we are paid by the government every minute. So I would like to remind once again the administrators, always, that is why you are requested to submit or approve itinerary of travel for those education supervisor and district supervisors you are required to submit that approved itinerary of travel para malbalaan asan your whereabouts. For the principals, you have to ask the travel authority from this office. I will not give you any certificate of appearance in the absence of the travel authority and a memorandum coming from this office that you are allowed to transact an official business in the division office. That is why I hesitate to give you a certificate of appearance because of that. Because along the way, if something will happen to you, now, kung sa may mong business, nga nung lakaw-lakaw ka man sa ibong school, you are out of your station, and what is your legal basis for having that? Naglakwat sa kasamang eskwelahan. You are supposed to stay in your school. Unless you have that official business, you are required to be here at the division office because to submit, maybe to render reports, to submit reports personally, and you are required physically to be here. So that is one of the issues that I would like to raise to you, all administrators, because the assistant superintendent is asking me to give you more instruction about how to fill up your Form 48. They also now are given instruction to scrutinize before submitting that documents, that Form 48, before the office of the assistant school division superintendent. I hope I made it clear. Second issue, about the memorandum I issued dated yesterday, number 260, designation of selected personnel as canvassers. All school heads are required to submit, again, another batch for the ADAS personnel found in the attached list that they are selected as canvassers of the procurement of goods in your school, in order that all school teaching personnel, is no longer allowed to get out, and they shall focus their attention to basic education learning continuity plan. Dito na sila mag-focus now, mga teachers. We have your ADAS. They are now responsible of what? Having that canvas. Traveling expenses, another expense, incidental expenses incurred during the canvas of goods shall be shouldered to the respective schools requesting for quotations. Kung nagpakot ka sa mga imong ipakanvas, diha i-charge ang ilang traveling expenses sa inyong school. Maisi canvas pa because there are some districts, there are some schools, or did not submit yet the list of the designated others to have to allowed to canvas. So again, there are only two issues about the Form 48 and about the designation of the selected personnel as canvassers. I hope I made it clear. And thank you. Hapit ng panyod ko. It's 12 o'clock. Exactly 12 o'clock. Tama-tama dyan ang akong estimate, 12 o'clock. Thank you once again, and mabuhay.
Thank you so much, Sir Armando B. Pasok, for discussing to us the administrative concerns, especially in our Form 48, our daily time record. Before we'll call it a day and we'll conclude the Division Management Committee meeting, we'll have a reminders and announcements coming from our HRMO, our Human Resource Management Officer of the Division of Lanao del Norte. Let us all welcome Sir Warnie Idrea. Sir?
Thank you, Sir Joe. Good morning to all who are in this virtual meeting. Just a reminder, maybe it takes only 5 minutes. This is an support for the directives of our SDS while ago, mentioning that encouraging everybody to read circular, especially for civil service governing a report of service. So I have here the please take note on CEC MC number 08 series of 2020. Again, CEC MC Civil Service Circular number 8 series of 2020 with the subject revised interim guidelines on the use of leave credits for absences due to quarantine and treatment or treatment relative to the coronavirus disease 2019. Because as I have observed, there are employees in the DepEd who are subjected or under quarantine but fail to file a leave in relation to the quarantine. So we have here the paragraph 3.0 of the CMC number 8, the guidelines. Absence from work due to the required period of quarantine and or treatment for the COVID-19 as applicable shall be treated as follows. So we have here the categories 1 to 4 and nature of absences, from work applicable leave of absences as stated, as I will read. Absence from work during the 14 calendar days required quarantine period and treatment for COVID shall be considered as excuse absence. However, there is a condition procedure, the so-called the procedure upon return to work. So meaning after your quarantine, there is a procedure upon returning to work. And you can read this provision, page 2, paragraph 3 of CEC-MC number 8, series of 2020. Procedure upon return to work. Submit to agency's HR office unit the following. Application for leave of absence. So, meaning, as required, ato lang po ni siyang i-comply because this is a civil service rules. As the civil service explained, there is no nature of leave na quarantine. You still have to file a leave to that effect and then submit it to the HR with the following. Certificate issued by the government or private physician that he has submitted himself or herself for monitoring and investigation. Number 3, completion of quarantine certificate issued by the local quarantine health unit. So therefore, if there is a communication given to you by the IITF or the doctors or any authorized body that you are subjected for the quarantine, then you have to attach that upon the filing of the leave. And then completion of quarantine certificate, meaning that you have completed certification coming from the local quarantine health official. So meaning after completion of 14 days of subject quarantine, you have to submit or attach the completion. Then medical certificate that you are cleared to report back to work. Because there was a complaint reached to this office ngano daw why there's a need for them to file a leave given that they are under quarantine. Please be reminded that this office was only following what is prescribed by the civil service. Then you do not have to worry because what I understand why they are complaining, because they are afraid that their leave credits or service credits will be deducted. The provision based on this memorandum circular is clear. Absences from work, again, absences from work during the 14 calendar days required quarantine period and treatment shall be considered as excuse. Nonetheless, there's still a need to apply or submit an application for leave using the Form 6. Okay, and that is for the civil service. And we have also the department order, DepEd order number 11. I know you are familiar with this. The revised guidelines on alternative work arrangement in the Department of Education during the state of national emergency due to COVID. So I have to read directly paragraph number 3 of the said. It is an implementation of the alternative work arrangement. DepEd shall continue to be guided by the following. This is in line with the issuance of the memorandum circular as I mentioned earlier. Strict observance of applicable public health measures. Continuity of delivery of DepEd essential services, priority programs while observing the required health standards. Consistency of the action of its official, teaching, non-teaching personnel in the context of work-private activities to ensure that public health objectives are achieved and not compromised by inconsistent action and behaviors. And paragraph number 4 of DepEd Order number 11, all DepEd personnel are expected to make themselves available during the working hours and to perform tasks to the full extent possible in terms of person days per work week. At the same time, they are expected to observe honesty, integrity, and professionalism in the conduct of their duties such that government time, money, and resources are employed and used efficiently, honestly, and economically to avoid wastage of public funds. And now, let me now proceed to paragraph number 16. So again, there are two governing provisions. We have the DepEd Order number 11 for the DepEd, and for the CEC is Memorandum Circular number 8 series of 2020. Paragraph number 16 of DepEd Order number 11. The work arrangement may be any or combination of the following alternative work arrangement. I know that we have already, this is only a reiteration because as far as my memory is concerned, there is I remember that there is a memorandum issued to this effect. From CEC number 10 or the revised interim guidelines, work from home. Why I am stressing this one or giving emphasis on this one, the work from home or the work for home. No, actually this is a work from home. This is a refers or out-oriented because there was a time during our evaluation when you are allowed to attend or visit schools na yung mga teachers nga wala kay work from home. Then kung kontakon, dili sila pod makontak. Then the other is na po instances that I also confronted with a scenario that when I try to look for the teacher and then the principal told me that she called her teacher but the teacher cannot proceed to the school kay nag-attend og kasal. Then work from home kay gatin og kasal. So mo lang po ni ato karon i-remind na ang work from home refers to output-oriented work arrangement that authorizes the personnel to produce output results to accomplishment outside of the office or school or CLC or community learning centers. So meaning, official ang imong time pag-abot na sa work from home. Let us now go to the item 3 under paragraph 16 of DepEd Order number 11. To facilitate this arrangement, the work from home arrangement, heads of office and school CLC heads shall ensure the following. So who are being referred for this provision under this item, heads of office. So siguro kitang mga my dear administrators, you are the head of office, so please heads up on this one. That personnel are given tasks to be performed to the full extent possible in terms of person days per work week. Personnel under work from home shall make themselves available and accessible during working hours and must be able to respond to the directives, requests, and queries through agreed modes of communication with their immediate supervisor and co-workers. So, dili pwede nga maingon nga tawagan, dili makontak o kuan, ma'am, work from home karon ma'am, so that is not a valid reason. Kaya the provision under this item of this DepEd order is very clear. So, there is no ambiguity as far as this provision is concerned. So, there is no room for us to interpret, but rather to understand and implement. Personnel have access to or provided with appropriate communication. Now, number 4, work schedule shall be guided by the following. The 8-hour workday shall be observed. Flexible working hours shall still apply starting from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. The time and attendance of the actual time log in and out shall be monitored as reflected in the office school CLC workweek plan, enclosure number 2 of DepEd order number 11. An individual daily log accomplishment report, enclosure number 3 of the same DepEd order as approved by the head of office. So therefore, kung natay work from home, naapod tayo fill upan kaning enclosure number 2 and enclosure number 3 that must be signed by the head of the office. So, no record of accomplishment means no work has been performed for the day, thus subjecting the staff to absence. Again, letter D of item 3, sub-item 4, no record of accomplishment means no work has been performed for the day, thus subjecting the staff to absence. So those are the salient points that I wish to convey in this body. And siguro pag naman mga query, we have Sir EO, Sir Armando Pasok, who will assist you on this matter. And I guess that's all for my reminders. Thank you for tuning in. And
Warning.
Yes, sir.
We received a number of letter requests from the respective schools who are subjected to local lockdowns. They are requesting for work from home arrangement while their schools is under the part of the local lockdown. With respect to that memorandum circular, what is then our advice to them, those who are included in the lockdown?
Sir, based on the DepEd order number 11, sir, item 16,
okay.
Paragraph 16, item 3, they have to comply with the number, inclusion number 2 and inclusion number 3, the individual daily log accomplishment report. So therefore, sir, they are required for, because we have to distinguish those who are subjected for the quarantine or those who are under lockdown. So they are not subject for the quarantine to that nga instance. So kuan lang, sir, kining number 4 under item 3 o paragraph 16 sa atong DepEd order must be complied, sir.
So again, reiterate it, Warren.
Okay, work schedule shall be guided by the following. The 8-hour work day shall be observed. So meaning even you are in the in your home or in your house, the time still be monitored. The time and attendance of the actual time logged in and out shall be monitored as reflected in the office, school, community learning center work week plan. Inclusion number 2 you'd be stated or use the inclusion number 2 template and individual daily log and accomplishment report. So therefore, you have also to submit aside from the work week plan, the accomplishment report using inclusion number 3 approved by the head of office.
Okay, so I hope it's very clear to our school heads, those who are subjected to local lockdowns. Please comply with the requirement of the civil service circular about the submission of accomplishment report. And we are requesting the school head also to coordinate or engage their teachers via online. Pwede man sila makaduol, Warren?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Online, no? And the submission of accomplishment via online.
Pwede siya, sir.
Okay.
Pwede siya. Allowed siya.
They can submit that after the lockdown.
They can submit this, sir, after the lockdown or during sa preparation sa DTR because that is the supporting documents of their DTR during sa submission na for Form 7.
Okay, very good. It's a clear answer. I think school heads who are listening, supervisors, please take note that even if we are working at home because of localized lockdown, we still have to submit accomplishment report, which can be done right after the lockdown or during the preparation of your daily time record. Okay, I hope it's very clear. So that rule is only applicable to those places subjected to local lockdowns, different from those subjected for quarantine. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kaya sa quarantine, they are required to submit leave, no, of absence.
Yes, sir. Procedure upon return to work, sir. After completion sa 14-day quarantine or regardless siguro sir, even di maabot sila 14 day, kung subjected sila for IATF or any order from any authorized agency or body na they are subjected for one, upon return to work, mag-leave yun sila. File lang yun nila og leave. Yes sir.
But the leave will be for the credited against their service credits.
They are not, it is not charged sa ilang kuan sir. Based sa nature of absence sa work sir, based sa civil service, absences from work during the 14 calendar days required for quarantine period and treatment shall be considered as excuse.
Excuse absence.
Yes sir.
Okay.
So let's just dapat mahadlok sir nga mag-file kay na ako naagpas na amang complaint sir nga miabot diri nga nganong pa-fileon pa sila nga they are under quarantine. Then kanus daw nga under quarantine. So the provision is very clear nga upon return to work. So aya sila mag-file, that will be with pay. So mo nang di sila madlock. Just make their absence is official.
Okay, it's an excuse absence. So just comply, let us just comply the requirement of the Civil Service Commission. Okay. Mostly we are subjected to quarantine or lockdown. Wa po nato nagituyo. But then in my experience, for example, I always work from home. I did not allow the happening to disrupt our functions. Pas-pas yung ko gapong kuan. But for those who were not able to work because the nature of their function cannot be done at the time, kaya na-quarantine yun sila. So sundon na nato ng sa Civil Service Commission nga role. Then again, it's different from those that were subjected for lockdown. Lahi po to no? Kay acknowledgement report sila to be submitted during the preparation of the DTR. Is that so, Warren? No?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Very clear, Warren. I think that's clear already. Okay, thank you, Warren.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you, sir.
Jong.
Okay, sir. I think there are no other concerns. So I would like to ask Sir Eddie for the adjournment of this meeting. Hello? Hello? I think there are no more other concern. So I would like to call in again Sir Eddie for the adjournment of this MANCOM meeting. Sir Eddie. Sir Eddie. Sir Eddie. I think there are no more concerns.
Okay. Thank you. Again, I'm sorry I was muted. Thank you very much, Jennifer Jong, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rosemary Tolod Masisar, our two chief, Dr. Maraiba Sairi Idon for the Curriculum Implementation Division, Dr. Maricarti Ablin from the School Governance and Operations Division, Mr. Armando Pasok from the OSDS and all personnel from the OSDS, to all the education program supervisors, public schools district supervisors, all personnel from both SGOD and CID. Thank you so much for bearing with us. And of course, I hope you are clarified with the informations given to you, especially those informations pertaining to the end of school year rights, the provisions regarding those who are subjected to quarantine and work from home. And to everyone, please stay safe, be careful, always be cautious wherever you are. And as advised, it's better to stay at home this time. Di sa ta maglakaw-lakaw kay kuan, mablakata ba? Okay, kay nobody is as of now, though some are already vaccinated, but we cannot be assured that we are already 100% free from COVID-19 virus. So again, let's be watchful of ourselves. Let's protect ourselves. Be careful. The same with your teachers. Please remind them every now and then. Then your family also. But again, despite of that, we cannot abandon our respective work. We have to perform our functions, and let's strategize how to do it. Uh, Available resources are now with us. We have our laptops, our internet connection. So I think we can still do our functions via online, such as what we are doing now, conducting this Division Management Committee meeting. Okay, it's already almost 12:20. Thank you so much. And once again, to our Muslim brothers and sisters, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you so much all for your participation. Once again, good afternoon.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.